Alex, you were chasing the story that started a year ago today when Joyce and John Sheridan, a New Jersey healthcare and political power couple, died. And there was a lot of speculation as to how, but the death was ruled a murder-suicide by the prosecutor and the medical examiner. What do you got?
That pain's only the beginning of the Sheridan story, which is filled with accusations, controversy, and debate, even 1 year later. We've been on this story since the beginning, from the first reports of the fatal fire, to the reports that both John and Joyce had suffered stab wounds, to the Somerset County Prosecutor's Office determination in March that this was a murder-suicide, that John had killed his wife and then killed himself. And we've had our doubts about this conclusion, but I sat down with Mark recently at his office in Newark, and Mark revealed new evidence that he says makes a murder by his father seem far less likely. Mark is sued to get some crime scene photos. He's got some from the medical examiner's office, and he says they show a chaotic scene with a lot of blood.
We know that their story that my father has none of her blood on him is inexplicable given the amount of blood splatter that is in the crime scene photos.
Now, Mark says this is even more evidence of incompetence on the face of the prosecutor and the medical examiner's office. He's been talking about this for months. Now, the Northern Regional Medical Examiner's Office did the first autopsy on both John and Joyce Sheridan. He's finally gotten the diagram of the wounds of both of his parents. While Joyce is completely detailed, very, very fine, very, very granular notations of her wounds, this is what he got for John. Despite the fact that the prosecutors have said John suffered multiple stab wounds and stabbed himself in the neck, this diagram's completely clean, completely blank. Mark thought it was a mistake at first. So that raises further questions there. They've gotten these documents as part of their ongoing lawsuit to change the cause of death findings, get a new autopsy report put out, and get this case reopened. They've also uncovered some other details about their father's life.
We found some documents that indicate that my father was very concerned about some things that was going on outside of Cooper Hospital, not in Cooper Hospital, but elsewhere, that he thought were being handled inappropriately, and that he was adamantly opposing.
John Sheridan firmly believed he had uncovered evidence of wrongdoing, and his son has turned this information over to law enforcement.
So it sounds like he's hinting at something that is much broader. Maybe there's a conspiracy afoot. I mean, you know, if he's right, then there's a killer out there. All right, what's next, Alex? I mean, they're in court, they're going to court.
They're going to keep getting some documentation from the medical examiner and from the prosecutor's office, and we'll see if they share it with us.